Cub fans, we just received some of the best dang news that you ever could have asked for. We're going to cover it and how it affects the Cubs this season right after this. Welcome in, everybody, to another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, your number one spot for all things Chicago Cubs. Listen, I am your host, Mike Jones. Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode. Make sure that you do me a favor. Make sure that you hit that like button. Make sure that you hit the notification button and you hit that subscribe button. Also, if you enjoyed this Chicago Cubs podcast, make sure that you go ahead and hit that share button. Guys, you do not want to miss tomorrow's episode. Tomorrow's episode, we are giving away a free Cubs jersey in celebration of us hitting over 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. But hey, listen, I didn't forget about the people on Spotify. I didn't forget about the people on Apple. Thank you so much over there as well. And guys, everybody, do me a favor. Make sure that you go ahead and add yourself to the Chicago Cubs Central group. You don't want to miss your opportunity over there either. Guys, I promise you, you would love to be a part of that group over there. You get free access to the videos a little bit sooner than they hit the streets. And then, of course, with being a part of that group, you actually get one extra entry into the raffle that we're going to do March 2nd for the free Chicago Cubs jersey that I'm going to be giving away in celebration of us hitting over 3,000 subscribers. I can't tell you guys how much each and every last one of you mean to me. Thank you so much for subscribing to Chicago Cubs Central. Thank you so much for making this your number one spot for all things Chicago Cubs. Thank you so much for tuning into these episodes, for commenting, for liking, for giving your thoughts. And guys, we got a doozy of an episode for you today. Unexpectedly, was announced. Justin Steele took to his Twitter account and he put this. He says, "Last bullet from my bullpen yesterday. Got cleared by Dr. Meister today. Good day for some reflection. Just want to say thank you to everyone who's helped me along this journey to getting back to 100%. Coaches, trainers, staff, family, and everything in between. You all know who you are, and I truly appreciate you. Also want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without them, none of this would be possible. Jesus is the only way and always has been. Amen to that, brother." Listen, Justin Steele, y'all, is cleared by his doctors, which means, y'all, listen, we still have a month until the season starts, but Justin Steele has been cleared, y'all, to pitch. So, again, I'm going to be curious over the next couple of days to see how Craig Counsell, how Tommy Hotovy, and how the team approach and attack Justin Steele this season, y'all. But this is a gift. Make no mistake about it. This is a gift that the Chicago Cubs were not expecting. We were hearing June, July, even. Y'all, the season hasn't started, and Justin Steele seems as if though he is ready to go. He has thrown bullpen sessions. He has done what he needed to do. He's done the work in the weight room. He's also done the work to get that arm and that shoulder back where it needs to be, that elbow where it needs to be. And y'all, listen, let me tell you something. This is a shot in the arm to a Chicago Cubs team that is trying to go out and win the division. Justin Steele last year, make no mistake about it, was sorely missed by the Chicago Cubs team. It caused us to depend on Shota Imanaga more than we probably needed to. It caused us to depend on Jameson Taillon and Matthew Boyd more than we needed to. It left us when we lost him and we lost Cade Horton. We really lost the crux of what our team was supposed to be that season pitching wise. And now you add Justin Steele into an already crowded starting pitching range. Think about this, guys. We have Justin Steele now. We have Edwin Cabrera. We have Matthew Boyd. We have Jameson Taillon. We have Shota Imanaga. Y'all, listen. The Chicago Cubs have so many options right now, pitching wise, and I mean, literally, this is what we envisioned this team being, and I'm sure this is what Jed Hoyer envisioned this team being. This team being a team that has more than enough, more than what they need pitching wise in order to win games, to be able to take the division and to take pressure off of guys. So you look at this and you say to yourself, there's a couple of implications here with a Justin Steele return being this early. And I got some questions that I just want to ask, and I want you guys to comment below your thoughts on these questions. So Justin Steele returning, what does it mean? Well, it means a few things. To me, it means that the Chicago Cubs take pressure off of pitchers like Shota Imanaga, off of Cade Horton, off of Matthew Boyd, off of Jamison Tyone, off of Edward Cabrera. These guys are able to relax a little bit. But also, like I said, it gives Craig Counsell the fact that he doesn't necessarily have to just depend on those guys. You know, you have multiple options now as far as starting pitching. And you also can look, if you really choose to, and I know people are going to get mad at me when I say this, you can also look to do maybe do a couple bullpen appearances from Justin Steele too, if need be, or you can turn around and use someone else as a bullpen piece should you decide to go with 5 starters instead of 6. But from everything, every indication that we've heard, we believe Craig Counsell plans on doing a six person starting rotation this season. We also know Craig Counsell is going to manage more so kind of like a Dave Roberts and just get outs versus, this is my starter, this is my closer, this is my setup man, this is this type of pitcher, this is a middle relief pitcher. Like I said, we're more so looking at just getting outs, man, trying to win as many games as possible, and guys that can throw strikes, guys that can induce ground balls, and guys that can get the outs needed. Justin Steele, I hope that they still take things slow with him. Congratulations to Justin Steele, man. First and foremost, I think if you follow Justin Steele's, and I know a lot of you guys watch Locked On, and Sam has a really good relationship with Justin Steele over there. So, like I said, it's a lot of times that he'll have him on the show over there. And it's really great because it gives key insight into what Justin Steele is doing and his preparation and his process. And again, I mean, anybody that's followed this young man on social media, you see Justin Steele has worked his ass off to get back to this point that he's at right now, where he's feeling like he's ready to go for this upcoming season. So kudos to Justin Steele, man. Kudos to the Cubs. Kudos to the organization. Like I said, the Chicago Cubs have a plethora of pitching options now with adding Justin Steele back to the rotation. Now, like I said, other questions that remain. What Justin will we get? So Justin Steele, when he pitched last year, in the starts that he had, didn't necessarily look particularly sharp in those starts. Like I said, but again, Justin Steele is also a pitcher that has started out slow and then come alive, middle into the season and really, really shown you some stuff. So, like I said, this pitching lineup, the order could be deadly. Having to go through Matthew Boyd, then turn around having to go through Edward Cabrera, then turn around having to go through Justin Steele. You sprinkle in Jamison Tyone. You sprinkle in, like I said, Shota Imanaga in between that. This pitching rotation is going to be deadly for the Chicago Cubs this season. Craig Counsell has definite options, weapons, studs all around him that's going to give hitters nightmares. Um, it just depends on what Justin Steele we're going to get and how he's going to be able to perform for the Chicago Cubs. Is it going to take him a while to kind of figure things out, or is he coming right in and being able to throw, that fastball around 95, 96? Is he able to, like I said, hit that slider in the spots that we've seen him hit it before to induce those swing and miss or to induce that ground contact? So again, somebody like Justin Steele being back, if I want him back, but I want him back in the best version of himself. Again, like I said, if he's gonna start slow, I would still rather you guys wait and hold out, have him do some more bullpen sessions and things like that before we allow him to, come out and start a game. But we very well, folks, could see Justin Steele in spring training pitching for the Chicago Cubs in live action. Again, what does it do for the rotation? This removes pressure off of the rotation as far as everybody feeling like you got to bring your A game every single day. Bringing back a surefire stud like Justin Steele allows the Chicago Cubs guys that to now, be able to have another piece that's dependable. Justin Steele, for the crux of his career as a Chicago Cub, has been dependable for this team. Justin Steele is also trying to get a contract after this season. So it's going to be very, very difficult. I mean, not very difficult. It's going to be very, very important for him to come into this season stud-like. He's going to have to be able to pitch his ass off for the Chicago Cubs and show why he should be able to get another contract. Again, him and the Chicago Cubs were able to come to an agreement and avoid arbitration. So again, it was for a 1-year deal. And then the last question, is somebody going to lose a spot? Is somebody going to lose a spot in the rotation? Is somebody going to lose a spot on the team that are going to make room for Justin Steele? Well, yeah, you very well could see somebody end up being moved down to AAA or somebody being moved off the team completely. Justin Steele, if he's right, will make that 40-day roster, that 40-man roster for opening day. Make no mistake about it. If he's right, he will be there on the team opening day. I don't believe he will be the starting pitcher opening day. I'm very curious, actually. I want to do an episode on that, and it'll probably be, maybe sometime this week, to ask, should you look to Cade Horton, should you look to Edward Cabrera, or should you look to Matthew Boyd to start opening day for the Chicago Cubs against the Nationals? I'm watching the World Baseball Classic to really see how Matthew Boyd looks. We've seen how he looked in we've seen how he looked in spring training. We've seen how Cade has looked, and we've seen how Edward Cabrera's looked. All three have looked good. So, like I said, I mean, it's a good problem to have for our manager Craig Counsell, and I'll kind of get more into that in that episode specifically. But Justin Steele coming back, make no mistake about it, y'all, is nothing short of a good thing for the Chicago Cubs, nothing short of a good thing for Craig Counsell. This is just another weapon for the Chicago Cubs, another piece to come in and give the Chicago Cubs more action, more pitching, more tools, more weapons to be able to get out and win more baseball games. And again, I'm excited to see what he does. Again, he's looked great in the way that he's pitched. If you watch the video underneath the tweet that I showed you guys, you'll see Justin Steele looked really good. He's, like I said, so I mean, his fastball looked lively. Like I said, he looked like he's going to be able to pitch for the Chicago Cubs, man. Hopefully do some damage for this team and win us some games. So again, going to be emotional first time he takes the mound. We dearly missed him, sorely missed him last year. So having him back really means so much for the Chicago Cubs. And more importantly, more than anything, the biggest part, we got one of our leaders back, man. Make no mistake about it. Justin Steele has been a leader. Do not forget 2 seasons ago when the Chicago Cubs fell asleep in the middle of a season, the dog days of summer, and Justin Steele, when the Chicago Cubs made an error that could have got outs and saved runs, literally dropped the ball, and literally and figuratively, and caused Justin Steele to earn runs. And they also had errors on that play. Justin Steele walks off the mound, and that man is fuming. And he throws the glove into the dugout and screams at the whole team, "Wake the F up. Wake the F up." He is a vocal leader. He is a leader on this team. He's a leader in the clubhouse, and he is somebody that the Chicago Cubs sorely missed. He is another player that gives the Chicago Cubs attitude, gives them vision, and also he's a voice for this team. So he's somebody that was sorely missed, being in the clubhouse day to day, somebody being on the field with the team, taking the field with the team, and being able to pitch. So I want to know I want to know from you guys. What's your excitement level for Justin Steele? Obviously, I know we're all happy for him as Cub fans. What's your excitement level for Justin Steele? Are you excited to see him pitch? And again, like I said, are you excited for what he's going to bring back to this club this season? Let me know in the comments below your thoughts and feelings on Justin Steele. And guys, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Give us your thoughts below, guys. Also, make sure if you're on Spotify or on Apple, leave a 5-star review as well as a comment below, just letting me know who you are. And I try to go over onto the Spotify side and answer all those comments as well. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, go Cubs go. Peace.
Thank you for watching another episode of Chicago Cubs Central, the #1 spot for all Chicago Cubs content. Remember to like, share, subscribe for more Cubs content.